Louisiana beer reviews. St. Arnold Bishop's Barrel number 6. Interesting beer. When it came into the store, I was saying, oh, I have to buy it. But then I saw it was $6.99. I said, oh no. I put 48 of them out on the shelf because it was 2 cases. And I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. And then I'll find it cheaper. But then I went back to the store and they had like literally, they had 1 bottle left in about 3 days. I said, I'm going to wait and I'll never see it again because this is brewed once and that's it. So I bit the bullet and I bought it. The base beer is Imperial Pumpkin Stout, but it's aged in rum barrels. And it was brewed on April 26, 2013, and it was aged all the way until it was bottled on February the 6th, 2014. And we got it in the store right after that. Now, it is getting a world-class score on Beer Advocate. 51 ratings, but they're saying world-class, the highest possible score. There's not enough scores on Rate Beer, only 9, to give it an official rating, but I calculated it and it was 74 out of 100, so much lower there. Brewed in Houston, Texas. Had some of the other ones, some of their other Bishop's barrels, and they were great. It's also brewed with molasses. And molasses is a thing that most people don't want to have, so I don't know how this is going to taste. But they do an experiment every year with their Bishop's barrel to, hopefully it'll be good. Now when they brewed it, it was 10.4% alcohol, but at the time, by the time they bottled it, they say it became 13% alcohol. So this is so strong. And it's a twist cap, but it ain't twisted. Oh, here it is. I had brought my little bottle opener and I realized it's a twist cap. Okay, now if you hear a bunch of noise next door and it sounds like a house being torn apart, that's because that's a house being torn apart. So pay no mind to the house being torn apart. Okay, no sediment caked to the bottom. Or caked at the bottom. Gotta use the right preposition. Okay, a thin beige head. It's getting cloudy now over there. The sun was so shiny and now some clouds came in front of the sun, messing up my lighting. And the appearance looks black, right? It's like black with some streaming bubbles. I'm looking at it that way, but I see some little reddish brown tint around the edges. So I don't know what pumpkin beer with molasses and rum barrels is going to taste like. Maybe pumpkin, molasses, and rum, right? Well, rum's made with molasses, so wish me luck. Oh, that is so rich. That is so sweet. That is so rum-oriented. It reminds me a little bit of pumpkin, but I didn't like that pumpkin too much. It was too sweet, too candy-like. This is rich, and it just has such a rum smell. And maybe a little vegetable from that pumpkin and some spice. I know the pumpkin ale has spices in it, like nutmeg. Oh man, 13%. Here we go. I'm going to eat this beer more than drink it. Okay. Well, that tastes like a sweet vegetable squash-like thing, pumpkin type thing with a lot of sugar, molasses. Yeah, it's sort of like those molasses cookies. That's what it is. What brand? Like Little Dutch Made or something? No, the molasses cookies And it's not too bitter. Watching a live beer review and I'm watching a live house destruction. You're watching a live beer review and I'm watching a live house destruction.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a beer review.
A beer review? Oh yeah?
I'm drinking it. I'm telling the world what I think about it.
So how is it?
It's very different. It's pumpkin beer aged in rum barrels.
Oh.
And it's 13% alcohol.
Well,
So
we're going to sit to our Bud Light up here.
yeah, it's Bud Light is 4%. This is 13%. So it's powerful. It almost has like coconut flavor. It's very strange, but I'll say this. It's strange, but it's very good. It's rich. It's like dessert. It's dessert like. It's oh yeah, it's definitely it definitely has a coconut component. You would almost think they put flake coconut in it. Pumpkin. Like you could almost like you would want to eat pumpkin pie with some whipped cream on it, not that old fake whipped cream, but real whipped cream. Well, like I said, you're gonna eat the beer. It's very heavy and thick and syrupy, and the finish is dry. No, it's semi-dry. It's rich. I keep saying that word, but that's what it is. It's semi-dry. It's rich. It almost even has like a chocolatey note, but I know that's not right. But it's there. It's strange, and it's like a presence. The beer finishes with a great presence, like it's saying, "I'm here." And so, yeah, I'm gonna sip the rest because I need to eat some a little something. So I'm gonna probably sip this over the next hour and a half. I don't want to go to that Fuller's Vintage Ale again. That situation, right? Where one guy said I was like Buffalo. I look like Buffalo Bill on Silence of the Lambs. I couldn't really argue with that. It was pretty out of hand. But anyway, this is fantastic. They're saying world class on Beer Advocate. I'm right there with them. World class. And I don't even like pumpkin beers generally, but this is just like Mike Pawpaw Peters would say on the Church of the Sacred Brews on Facebook. It's off the chain. It is off the chain. A+ all the way. Great job, St. Arnold. I'm glad we got it over there at Mathern's. A+ beer, and I'm gonna end this review. It's beyond A+. It's above A+. It's world class. And I'm gonna end this. So it was worth $6.99. I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana. Oh, and look at the house there. Tearing apart. Let's see if I can get this without shaking it too much. You'll see pieces of house falling and being taken apart. Interesting thing to watch.